Okay, all of you type present. See, we are going to start with the topic that is constraints. CONSTRAINTS, constraints. Now, the very first meaning is, what is the meaning of constraint? See, these are nothing but sort of, you can say, rules that we can apply on every column. Okay, for example, last time what we were doing, let me show you some mistakes first of all. Then we will discuss on the basis of that. We have already created this database OLOPCS. So directly I'm writing use OLOPCS, then select asterisk from STU. Okay, so you can see this is my table I have created. Here only you can see that the serial number was duplicate. Okay, we should not have duplicate information. And you can see here 3 serial number John. Fine, we may have 2 John in one class, but you can see the marks are different. Fine, one place it is 0.89, one place it is 0.90. So overall, if 2 students are there, so we cannot give them two two same IDs. They must have 2 different IDs in that particular case. Okay, so if we wanted to apply sort of checks on our table in that particular time, we can apply the constraints. So today we are going to discuss that in MySQL or generally in the languages, we have 5 types of constraint. The very first constraint is unique. Second constraint is primary key. We are going to discuss all these today. Primary key. Then after that, we are having a default constraint. Then we have check constraint. This will not work in MySQL. And then we have foreign key concept. Foreign key concept. Fine. So basically what we are going to discuss today, we will discuss this unique constraint, primary key, default. Okay, check, we will understand theoretically, but it will not work with MySQL. And foreign key, we will not discuss, only we will get the idea of this. Fine. So this is what we are going to do today. Now the very first thing is unique. If you make your any particular column, for example, suppose if I'll say that this name is unique, or name has to be unique. So in that particular case, I will be not able to enter a duplicate value in that. Okay, similarly, if I say anything is primary key. So primary key means, again, it will be unique by nature, as well as you cannot insert null value in that. Fine. Then next is default. Default means, suppose if any particular value is there, which is maximum time fixed with each and every row. So in that particular case, you can set the default value. For example, by default amount is 100 for maximum of the student. Okay, or if I'm taking gender, by default, all are male or all are female. So in that particular case, I can set the default value. So no need to enter when we are writing insert query. Then next is check. It is not working with MySQL, but it is working with the other RDBMS. What this checks do, that suppose you wanted to, when you are inserting any record, that time you can apply different types of checks. So whenever you will insert a new value, this check will check actually that whether you have inserted the correct value on the basis of condition or not. For example, when I'm inserting, I'm writing amount should be greater than 0 always. So now if I have written this check, so now if I will insert any negative value, so MySQL will give you error in that particular case. And last is your foreign key. Suppose we wanted to set relation between 2 tables. In that particular case, we make foreign key. So this concept we will not discuss right now, but we will get the idea. So we are going to make all these things, first 3 things today. Okay, these 3 constraints we will apply and we will check that how it is working. So the very first thing is everything we are going to use with the create command. Okay, so I'm using create table. And then I'm writing here try. And then in this, I'm going to make all these things. First is roll number. See, suppose I know that it will be unique throughout the time, and this only we are going to use for accessing all the records of the students. So that particular time we can take roll number as a primary key. So first column name, then data type, then you write primary key here. So if I am writing here primary key, now it is unique and it is not null. Okay, we will check both the things. Okay, then suppose I wanted to write name. Name can be duplicate. So simply I am writing varchar and then I am writing here 10. Okay. Wait, here instead of this, I will be writing your GR number. It is primary key. Then I just wanted to write your roll number. We know your roll numbers within a class, your roll number is also unique. So roll number integer and then I am giving a unique. Okay. So at the time of creation only, I am giving here that it is unique. Once this is given, then simply comma over here. Then after this, okay, unique key is given. Then after this, next is the default check. Suppose I am inserting gender and it is of varchar type. Suppose I am inserting male and female both. So maximum students are suppose male in that particular case. So first of all, I'm going to write how much length of this comma, and then we have to write the default value. So before comma only, first I will write default. And then whatever is the default value I wanted to give over here. Suppose by default, because as I said, all are male. So I can give this in the single quote. Fine, remaining both the things will not work, but still check will not give you error, but it will not work also, both the things. So we will apply that, but it will not work. Then I'm going to insert age integer, and then I'm writing here check. And then I'm writing here check that age should be greater than 0, chalo, greater than 10, something like this, but it will not work here. Remember this thing. Fine. Then enter. See, first of all, check has not given us error. Now if we will see the description of this table, this time you will get something different. Okay. Now if I will see the description, you can see over here, the very first thing is GR number. GR number, null value we cannot give now. Okay, this is the first change. Then with respect to key, it is given that it is a primary key, because see, at the time of creation, we have given primary key here. So primary key is not null by nature and it is unique. Then second is your roll number. For roll number, you have specified that it is unique. So you can see here roll number integer 11, null value, yes, we can give, but here it is given that it is unique. Okay. Then next is your name varchar 10. For that we have not given anything, so it is same as that of what we have discussed, what we were doing previously. Yes, null value we can give. There is no primary key and by default null value. Then for gender, we have given that default value is male. So you can see over here for gender it is given that we have given by default over here male value. Okay, and for age we have given the check, but it is not showing anything over here. Now if you are going to insert, because now we have to check that how all these are going to work. Insert into try values. See, we will understand today one more type of insertion. Fine. So insert into try values, then all the values we have to give. The very first is suppose GR number 1001, roll number is 1, then name is Ron. Then after that, gender is, right now we are giving the gender male, and then age I am giving 14. See, this is query okay, and this is working perfectly. Now again I am going to insert the same value. Now anyone let me know, I will get error or no if I will insert the same value. Anyone from your side, I will get the error or no? Very good, we will get the error. Now why we will get the error? Yes, your answer is correct, but why we will get the error? Yes, great. See, there are two reasons to get the error. The very first error is because
मैम सेम जीआर नंबर और वो नाम सेम, रोल नंबर सब सेम है, तो सेम नहीं, यूनिक होना चाहिए ना।
हाँ, क्या क्या यूनिक होना चाहिए? कहाँ कहाँ पे अपने यूनिकनेस बोल रखा है?
मैम जैसे एक जीआर नंबर में
हम्म,
और एक रोल नंबर।
यानी अगर ये दोनों आपने यूनिक नहीं दिए, so it will work fine. So the very first going to press enter key, you can see here the very first error is because of this primary key, because what MySQL is doing, it is checking one by one. So it has given you first error that this will not work. The reason is duplicate entry for primary key. So this is not allowed. Fine. So what we are going to do, I'm changing this, but still I will get the error. Okay. Now why I'm going to get the error, you can see, because see, for roll number I said it is unique. But here what I'm doing, I'm giving the same roll number to the other student. Again, this will not work. So again, now what I have to do, I have to change the roll number. We are assuming that we have at the second roll number also say another student, but with the same name. Fine. But his or her roll number must be different. Okay, now you can see it is working perfectly. Remaining all informations are same, no problem. The reason is because we have not given anywhere that it must be unique. Okay, so this is what you are going to decide, that in your column, what type of constraints you wanted to apply. Okay, now the next thing is, suppose I'm taking the same thing. Instead of this, I wanted to store null value. See, the meaning of null is empty. And just now we have discussed that primary key cannot be empty. See, here it is given that null values are not allowed for GR number. Still, if you wanted to give, first of all, remember, if you have to give anything as a null, NULL in capital letter we are writing. Okay, this is how we are making it as empty. So simply make this and enter. Again, you will get error. Okay, again you are getting error. The reason is because GR number you cannot give as a empty. So
null.
compulsory, Hanji. It is compulsory that you have to give any value for the primary key. So fine. So we are giving the values 1003. See, now I'm getting error for this. Okay, now what I'm going to do, that instead of 2, I'm making this as the null because this was unique. And just now we have seen for roll number that yes, we can give null value. Here it is given yes, right? So this time we will give null value for this. So now you will see it is working perfectly. Okay, so see, actually you should know the difference. This is actually very common question. The very first question is how many primary keys you can have in a table. So answer is only one primary key. You cannot make more than one primary key. Then second question is how many unique key you can have in a table, as many as you want. Okay, then what is the difference between primary and unique? So we can say primary key is by default unique and not null, whereas unique is only unique. We can insert null values in the unique key. Okay, plus we can have as many as unique key. There can be multiple unique keys in the table, but only one primary key in a table. Okay, so we have checked for these two. Now we are going to check for this male. Okay, gender. That suppose if I will not give the gender, how it is going to work. Now see, we will see so many different variations. 103 roll number. Fine, I'm giving 1004 roll number 4. I'm changing the name. See, again I'll get the error, but suppose I'm not writing here I'm writing here null and age is 15. Fine. So the very first thing what you have to understand, if I have given null here, it will work. I'll see the table, select asterisk from try. See, but you can see over here that it has inserted null here. It means it is empty. But what I wanted to use the default value of this gender, means whatever is the default value. So what I will do, I will not write anything, because if I'm writing null, then also it is filled with the null value. Fine. So what we can do now Instead of this, suppose I am making this as this something like this, that I'm not writing here anything. Okay, I'll give this case. So this is also not allowed. So if you wanted to use the default value in that particular case, this type of insertion will not work. Okay, now the question is, what is the other format or other variation of insert? Okay, you can see when we are making a very big table, it is not compulsory that we know all the records in the first time only. We may wanted to fill some values after some time, fine. So what we can do, we can select that which column we wanted to fill and which column we are not interested to fill right now. So what we can do over here, this is another type of insertion in the table. Insert into try, then your column names. See, now you can change the sequence also. For example, first is GR number, then I am giving name. I'm changing the sequence, fine. Then I am giving my roll number. Means I have changed the sequence. Here first is roll number, then name. Here I have changed the sequence, that first name, then roll number. Then after this in age, I wanted to fill the information, comma age. So all the column names I have given, then values. Then I need to pass the value. But this time, remember, sequence has to be on the basis of this. GR number. So I'm giving here 1005. 1005. Then your name. I'm writing any name. Then after that, I need to give a roll number. I'm giving here 5 because again, I need to have a unique value. Then age, I'm giving here 15. Now see, you are going to, you have to understand that this time I have given 4 values only. Gender I have not given. Okay, if I will not give gender in that particular case, it will be filled by the default value. Select asterisk from prior. So see, this is what you have to understand. Now see, what you have to understand over here, that suppose if in my table 20 columns are there and out of those 20 tables, 15 values I wanted to fill by default. So that time, this type of insertion is very good. Or 1 or 2 also you wanted to insert. No, always this type of insertion is very good in the table because you can select that which rows you wanted to fill. Now again, I'm using the same insert command. Suppose I don't know the name of the student. I only know the roll number, GR number, roll number. And suppose I don't know the age because see, we can insert null values, right? So I'm giving only these 2 values for 1006 roll number. So 1006 roll number, and then I need to pass 2 informations only. So 6. See, still I'm not getting any error. Okay. And if I will select from the table, select asterisk from prior. Now you can see over here, the best part is it has inserted, and see whatever columns we have not given is automatically filled by null value, and whatever columns were supposed to be filled with the default value has been filled with the default values. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear? Fine. Okay, now we need to check for the age also, because see, for the age I have given one restriction that it should be greater than 10. But as I said, it will not work here. So if you will give the age less than 10 also, it will not give you error. So therefore, we are saying that check will parse in MySQL, but it will give you error at the same time. So insert into try values. And then I'm giving the values 1007, 7, I'm giving name as null, then suppose any female is there. So I can write here female, and then age, I'm giving here 5. Okay, actually it should not allow. In other RDBMS, it will give error also, but here it will not give you any error. The reason is it is passed, but it is not checked in MySQL. So if I will run this, you can see over here that that check is not working. Even it is given in your book also. Remember this thing. Okay. Okay. So today what you need to do is go to from your book, from page number 292 till page number 295. Read everything. For foreign key, remember, because we have not done that much, so only you have to keep in your mind that it is used to set the relation between two tables. Fine. So that if the two tables are related with each other, you can fetch the information. And there are so many rules related to the deletion and updation that we will discuss later on, when we will discuss when we will do more queries in the MySQL. Anyone, any doubt up to here? Okay. Okay, then good day all of you.